Probably my biggest hot take and most controversial opinion is at the end, so make sure you stick around for that. What's up, everybody? My name is T-Bone, and I want to talk to you about the Halo multiplayer and what I think about it. Couple disclaimers before I start. This is after the playlist update that gave us SWAT, Fiesta, Free-for-All, and Dedicated Slayer. So it's after that. So I know there's a lot of complaints before that, but I'm making the video after that came out. Okay, I'm breaking this video down into gameplay, graphics, game modes, and progressions. I couldn't find a fourth G for that, although I wish I did. The gameplay. It feels super polished. I think they did a great job. I think that extra year made it really, really good. All the melee, like, it's just so satisfying. The tracking, the guns, everything feels right. It feels like they knew what they were doing when they made it, which they should because they're one of the largest studios in the world and they've had a lot of tries at this. But anyway, it feels perfect. I won't lie to you. Also, something I say about Halo a lot is that there are just enough shenanigans to keep you interested. So it's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. I feel like your Call of Duty multiplayers and shit like that, like, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. And yeah, you can play with your friends, but there's not a lot of, like, fun you can have. But Halo, with the fusion coil throwing and with the vehicles and with grappling guns and all that fun stuff, it makes it to where you can kind of dick around and still have fun and play the objective, and it's a really good experience overall. Also, with all of the different options that I kind of touched on, like all the guns, the vehicles, the abilities, all that stuff, it makes for just a super satisfying experience because it feels like there's a lot of depth to it. So as long as you get out of like quick play or ranked and you get into some of the more fun modes like big team battle or Fiesta or shit like that, it's really when the game comes into its own, in my opinion. I play on the Series S. I started on the Xbox One X, so I haven't seen it on the Xbox Series X or PC, but I think the graphics are amazing. I think it's super detailed. Everything looks very realistic, and realistic is almost kind of a drawback because it's not like there's nothing spectacular. It looks very grounded. You know, the armor looks battle worn, but it doesn't look amazing. And when I say amazing, like, it's not shiny and bright. It just looks ground in, and I think there's something to be said for that. The lighting is perfect. All the night games, perfect. There's nothing too dark, nothing too bright. There's no weird sun shit like you get in Call of Duty. I think the lighting is really amazing. Game modes. Okay, with the update, amazing. Without the update, it was starting to get a little stale, and it had only been out for a couple weeks. I think they did a really good job by adding a dedicated Fiesta mode, because Fiesta is just something to relax and unwind, and you can do that. Also, SWAT's super fun. I like seeing both of those. The dedicated Slayer I don't personally care for, but I also like objective games, so I get why people get that. And I think we're starting to see what their plans are for the platform, and it's looking good. They've said this is supposed to be a 10-year platform, and I'm starting to believe them with the amount of updates they've already done. I think a lot of people complain about Big Team, but I think Big Team is actually one of the more fun game modes if you do it right. And right now, with only 3 maps, I just don't think it's that interesting. Like, I think Big Team got old pretty fast, but I still think there's a lot of potential there. Especially if you end up having a squad of more than 4 people. Like, that's really nice that you can load into something with more than 4 people and still have fun and still be competitive. I will say, if I had a complaint, it's that I'm already kind of getting stale on the maps. The maps are very good, don't get me wrong. I like all of them. I don't think there's any bad maps. I want some more variety in it. I think they need to add more. I'm afraid they won't add any for a long time. I think it's Season 2. The rumor is that we'll get like 1 new map and 1 remastered map, which would be great, but Season 2 isn't until May. Progression. So I'm going to cover progression in 2 different subcategories because I realized I forgot to talk about the ranked system. I like Halo Ranked a lot, but of the rank systems that I've played, like Apex, Rocket League, I just don't think it's that good. I think it's fine. I just don't think it's that good. No one understands the rank point system, which I think is difficult. And then if you don't have a full team with comms, it can be fucking miserable if you're not careful. So I like that there is a rank system, but I just don't like the way they did it. Now the Battle Pass progression. The Battle Pass progression was rough when it started out, and I think it's gotten better, but it still is rough. Anytime that I get any type of challenge that is only a specific gun that has to be found, or a vehicle that has to be found, especially like fusion coil things where you can only do it on 2 maps, that makes me infuriated. They're starting to move away from it, which is good, but it's really rough. Especially if it's like your last challenge, you don't have any swaps left. That is the most infuriating thing. I've literally spent like entire afternoons where I'll just start a game, won't be the map I need, leave the map. Start a game, won't be the map I need, leave the map. Start a game, over and over again. And last but not least on progression, what I think no one is talking about, and I think the real problem is that you're going to finish the Battle Pass early. It's December 17th when I'm recording this, and I'm already on tier 52. That shit don't end until May, like the middle of May too. So I don't know what we're going to do in the several months where there's no new content, nothing to unlock. I think I like that they released the game early, but they really shot themselves in the foot by giving us a battle pass that's only 100 tiers and then making it to where we can finish it so early. Like I said, I think I've been playing since the middle of November. It's 1 month, halfway through. So another month, and I'll have 4 months to go with no fresh content. And that's what I'm the most scared of, and I think a lot of people will stop playing Halo when they realize that. Now, caveat is, they're going to do the Fractured Tenrai event another few times. That's great. I'm totally cool with that. I don't think it's going to be enough. Unless they have more special events, which they may. They may have those planned, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time here. Please be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It just helps with the algorithm. And also, please subscribe. We're trying to do some great things with Halo, including putting together community games and giveaways. More on that to come. But thank you again. I'm T-Bone. This is the State Community, and we will see you later.